Is your exercise aging you, or is it helping you to slow down, prevent aging, or even reverse it? Here's the answer. The number one kind of exercise that you want to make sure that you're doing as you age and that is readily accessible to all of us is called fast twitch muscle fiber. We want to focus on that kind of exercise. And here's what you do. So some ideas for you to incorporate fast twitch. And look, the way you're put together, we have really 3 different kinds of muscle fiber, all of us. We have slow twitch muscle fiber. And just like it sounds, going for a walk, doing things slowly, lifting weights slowly, encourages your slow twitch muscle fiber. So it's really much more endurance kind of exercise that encourages and supports your slow twitch muscle fiber. You can guess that over a lifespan, we don't lose that as much as we lose fast twitch muscle fiber because, like it sounds, we need to be moving quickly, more powerfully in order to engage it. And the truth is, as we age, we lose fast twitch muscle fiber twice as quickly as we lose slow. But here are some simple ways that you can encourage fast twitch muscle fibers and either get them back or keep them humming so that you can get out of your chair and walk more easily when you're older. Say when you're 80 or you're 90 and you turn around and thank your younger self. Here's what that looks like.
So starting with this example, so imagine I'm over and back a line on the ground, a sidewalk, or just as I am right now, just pretending that I am. Forward and back, kind of a scissor front and back leg as I move right to left. So there's really a lot going on here. Notice that my arms are up, and the reason is now my core is a little bit more engaged as well. And yes, the puppy throws in another one. Here's another one. Squat and 2 steps to the side. Squat and jump, jump. Squat and jump, jump. And again, down and up, plus then lateral moving. A little bit more agility than your normal repetitive movement where, say, you're squatting in a row or you're sidestepping in a row. All of this makes your brain think a little bit more, makes your muscle have to respond differently. So over and back. And again, I could imagine something is here, but it's flat on the floor. It's just a rug. I'm going over and back. And that is a really important thing, having an obstacle, because when we fall, quite frankly, we will be going around obstacles. Now this one, I want to point this out. This is a little less so agility or reaction skills because it is the same move. However, because it's quick and has a little degree of power in it, it still applies. Here's another one. Now watch my feet. So I'm going to move them. I'm going in and out, and I'm going to try to move quickly. And you kind of put a pattern in your brain, decide what it's going to be, and then move quickly to it.
Now, when it comes to fast twitch muscle fiber engagement, the question often with most exercises, well, how often do I need to do that? For instance, strength training. How often do I need a strength trainer? How often do I need to do cardiovascular exercise? Or should I go for a walk, right? Well, it's a little bit different. There is no quote unquote, here's your quota or the dose of fast twitch muscle fiber. But my suggestion would be this. Anytime that you're doing strength training or anytime that you're going for a walk, you can incorporate just a few minutes of fast twitch muscle fiber activity. So on a strength training day, what you're going to do is add power in the lift this is important, once you have a foundation. So if you've started exercise, strength training, been doing that consistently for, say, 3 months, you've got a good foundation, and not just the muscle, but the joints, the ligaments and connective tissue around those joints already has now integrity. Now you're ready. You could add speed, which is power. We add speed and strength. We get power. That's one way to incorporate fast twitch muscle fiber into your activity level. And that's a really distinguishing feature. You won't work fast twitch muscle fiber as much if you're lifting simply slowly. Now you will get a little edge on your fast twitch muscle fiber and get a little power on it, but you're going to get much more specific if you can add that speed component, and if that doesn't mean out of control, it's not momentum, it is pushing, ending with control, and then lowering with control. Big difference. So you can do that while you strength train. The other days, let's say you're going to go for a walk, but that's going to be otherwise your ultimate exercise for the day. At the end of that walk, maybe you find a curb or the step leading up to your front porch, and you simply touch on it quickly with your feet or shuffle them back and forth. You choose a line on the sidewalk and hop back and forth and do a little zigzag of agility. That's all it takes. And this is not necessarily high intensity interval training. It is just meant to get those reaction skills going. Those of you that are playing pickleball, racquetball, tennis, you're responding to someone else, and even to some extent ballroom dance, depending on how good your dancer partner is, you're responding to someone. If you have done some kickboxing or boxing activity where somebody else is wearing sparring gloves, you're punching into them and they are moving those targets for you. That also is reaction skills. Or somebody is calling out movements and you're responding and doing them, that's a reaction skill. Throwing a ball to and from somebody, and when you are established, now you're going to have them throw here or here, but not tell you what it is. That having to respond to a moving target is working on your fast twitch muscle fiber. And when in real life will you call on that? When you catch your toe on the rug, you misstep, you catch your toe or your foot on the curb, or you step down and you think it's not as far as it actually is and you're about to fall. We have to have the ability to right ourselves, that kind of reaction skill. Another time we use those fast twitch fibers is in a car, quickly taking your foot from the gas to the brake. There is definitely a response that has to happen. Your eyes need to acknowledge you need that. Your brain has to process that you need that. But it is your muscle and your ability to move quickly that ultimately will determine, are you able to do what your brain is telling you to do? So there you have it, fast twitch muscle fiber. It's one of the ways that you will age much more safely, and it's easy, and a lot of women find it's a lot more fun when you put a little fast twitch exercise into your routine.